Hi students, welcome to DSR Maths. Today's our topic is one of the important topic in functions chapter, that is domain of a function. What is the domain of a function? See, suppose if you take y equal to f of x be a function, the input of this function is called what? Domain of a function. That's it. For this function, what is the input? That is called what? Domain of a function. Means from the real numbers, for what values of x this function is exist. From the real numbers, for what values of x this function is defined, that values are called what? Domain of the given function, right? And now there are some rules for finding the domain of a function. Rules for finding the domain of a function. These rules are most important to find the domain of the different types of functions. So first one is expression under even root, means like square root, fourth root, always greater than or equal to 0, means root of one function is there, means this function always greater than or equal to 0, right? Under root, negative values does not allow. Next, second one is, so here suppose any function, if it is in the form of f of x by g of x, their denominator not equal to 0. For example, they given one function f of x equal to 2x plus 3 by x minus 2. So for this function, from the real numbers, any value take in place of x, that is exist, but except what? 2. If you take x equal to 2, denominator becomes here 2 into 2, 4, 4 plus 3, 7 by 2 minus 2, 7 by 0, not defined. So that's why all the real numbers except what? 2, domain of this function, right? Means existence of x values, domain nothing but existence of x values for this function. So all the x values from the real number, any value take, it is exist, but except what? 2. So that's why domain of this function is what? R minus 2, like this. For example, one more example you take, f of x equal to x square plus 5x plus 6 divided by x square minus 3x plus 2. Suppose for this function, from the real number, any value take in place of x, all the values exist except 2 values, because if you factorize this one in denominator, x minus 1 into x minus 2 you will get. If you substitute x equal to 1, 1 minus 1, denominator 0. If you substitute x equal to 2, denominator 0. So for this function, what is the domain of this function? All the real numbers except what? 1 comma 2. So except these two, any real number in place of x you can substitute. Then this function is exist. F of x and g of x are two functions. D1 be the domain of the first function and D2 be the domain of the second function. Then we have to find domain of f of x plus g of x. So whenever domain of f of x plus g of x if you take, so what are the values for f of x and g of x in place of x you are taking, that should exist for f of x simultaneously g of x also. Means d1 intersection d2 we have to take, means common values of d1 and d2 we have to take. Means d1 be the domain of the first function and d2 be the domain of the second function, and common values of these two domains exist for what? F of x plus g of x. Suppose f of x minus g of x also d1 intersection d2, domain of the first function we have to find, domain of the second function, and common of the two, so domain of the f of x minus g of x. Suppose f of x into g of x you taken. This is also common values of d1 and d2 we have to take. Means d1 intersection d2. But f of x by g of x is there. Quotient is there. So here also domain of this one is d1 intersection d2 except to the values of x where g of x is 0. Or means where g of x is 0, that values we have to remove from the domain d1 intersection d2. So that is the domain of f of x minus g of x, because here g of x not equal to 0 because it is in denominator. So that's why, right? Next, fourth one. Suppose you taken like this, root of f of x. What is the domain here? F of x greater than or equal to 0. For that, whenever f of x greater than or equal to 0, then domain of this function we have to find. For that only, so it is exist. Second one means these are the nothing but some tips or rules of the given means for finding the domain of the function. Next, 1 by root of f of x is there. What we have to do? So for this one, f of x is greater than 0 we have to take. Because if you take f of x equal to 0, here 1 by 0 not defined. Next, if you take second one, modulus of f of x. Means root of modulus of f of x. F of x belongs to real number. Next, seventh one, root of 1 by root of modulus of f of x. Like this is there. So when it is exist, whenever f of x belongs to a real number, but except to 0. Because if you take in place of f of x equal to 0, 1 by 0, it is not defined. So when these are defined, that values, that conditions we are taking. Next, eighth one, 1 by root of f of x minus modulus of f of x. This is important one. When this function is exist, when this function is defined, that condition we have to take. When this function is defined or exist, so we know that since f of x minus mod f of x equal to what? Modulus function is positive when that x value is greater than or equal to 0. Means it is 0 whenever f of x greater than or equal to 0. Because f of x greater than or equal to 0, mod x is f of x. F of x minus f of x is 0. Next, if f of x is less than 0, means this is less than 0, means what will get? F of x minus f of x, that is equal to 2 into f of x. So 2 f of x. Now once we observe f of x greater than or equal to 0, 0 means whenever f of x greater than or equal to 0, here what we get? First of all, I will take this one. So if you take root of f of x minus mod f of x, first you take. Next, second one you will take. Suppose f of x greater than or equal to 0. F of x greater than or equal to 0 means that f of x minus mod f of x is 0. Means root 0 is exist because it is a real number, belongs to real number. So that's why, so it is exist when f of x greater than or equal to 0. But f of x less than 0, for f of x less than 0, 2 into f of x also negative only, because f of x is less than 0. Means if you take f of x equal to minus 1, so 2 into minus 1 negative, so that is equal to minus 2. Minus 2 if you substitute under root minus 2 not exist, not defined. So that's why, so these values does not exist for this one. So that's why condition is what? F of x greater than or equal to 0. Means whenever this f of x in this one f of x greater than or equal to 0, then only this function exists. Root of f of x minus root of modulus of f of x is exist, right? Next one, suppose ninth one, if you take this one 1 by root of f of x minus modulus of f of x, like this is there. Now once you observe, whenever f of x greater than or equal to 0, this total is what? 0. 1 by 0 not defined, means this one also does not exist. But already whenever f of x less than 0, so this total is what? Negative. Under root negative value also does not exist. So this one not defined. This is what? Not defined. When f of x greater than or equal to 0, f of x less than 0, it is not defined. So that's why for this one there is no solutions. Like this we have to identify, right? Next one. So all these are most important conditions, or most important rules, or most important tips for finding the domain of the function. Next, suppose like this given, log of f of x to the base g of x. Log of f of x to the base g of x. We know that log x to the base a is exist whenever x greater than 0 and a greater than 0, a not equal to 1. That only we have to take here. When it is this function is defined, what is the conditions for this one? F of x greater than 0, g of x also greater than 0, but g of x not equal to 1. G of x is not equal to 1. That one we have to take. Next one, suppose like this is there, log of f of x to the base g of x, here modulus of f of x they given. When this function is exist, or when this function is defined, here modulus x is there, means f of x belongs to real number. All the real numbers you take except to 0, because if you take here 0, log 0 not defined, but other than that one any value you take, this is exist, because the modulus is there, negative value also exists. And as it is g of x greater than 0, g of x is what? Not equal to 1. That's it. Next, 12th one you take log of f of x mod g of x you take. Log of f of x mod g of x. So how to get this one, tell me? So this is f of x definitely greater than 0, because here mod not there. And here g of x belongs to real number. G of x belongs to real number, but except what? -1, 0, 1. Because if you take modulus of -1, 1. But g of x not equal to 1. Already we know that by the definition of logarithm. And 0 also here means if you take here 0, g of x is definitely it is what? Greater than 0. So that's why these values does not exist for this one. So that's why we have to subtract from the real numbers, right? Next one is this one, log of 1 by, suppose like this is there, 1 by log of mod f of x is there. When it is defined, f of x belongs to all the real numbers. Any real number you take, log exists, but except -1, 0, 1. Because 0 if you take, log 0 not defined. If you take 1, log 1, 0, 1 by 0 not defined. -1, modulus of -1, 1, log 1, 0, 1 by 0 not defined, right? Next, next 14th one, like this. Suppose they given sin inverse of f of x given, or cos inverse of f of x given. So when this function is exist, whenever -1 less than or equal to f of x less than or equal to 1. If f of x is in between -1 to 1 and including -1 to 1, then only these two functions are exist. Already we learned in inverse trigonometric functions. Next one, 15th one. Suppose like this is there, what sin inverse of root of f of x is there, and cos inverse of root of f of x is there. When these are exist, 0 less than or equal to f of x less than or equal to 1, because under root value negative does not exist. So that's why 0 less than or equal to f of x less than or equal to 1. Suppose this one given, tan inverse of f of x and cot inverse of f of x. Whenever f of x belongs to real number, any real number you take, these two exist, right? So like this we have to find, means we have to take the conditions whenever they given this type of functions. After that only we have to find the domain of the given function, right? Next, So for finding the domain of the function, one more condition is there, or one more method also there, that is also important. One more rule, that is wavy curve method or sign scheme method. So this wavy curve method and sign scheme method we will learn in a linear inequalities chapter, but here also we will use, so that's why I will introduce this one. Suppose one function given f of x equal to x minus 1 into x minus 4. So when this function is greater than 0, when this function is this f of x expression greater than or equal to 0, third one f of x less than 0, and f of x less than or equal to 0. By the wavy curve method or sign scheme method we will do the problem. So for that what we have to take, take f of x equal to x minus 1, x minus 4. If it is greater than 0, what is the condition? Means what are the values of x exist for when greater, means this function greater than 0. That only we have to find. For that what we have to do, you take one number line, these 2 points. So when it is 0, that points are called what? Critical points. Critical points. When it is 0, 1, x equal to 1. When it is 0, 4. So x equal to 1 comma 4 are critical points. Means when this function factor is 0, when this factor is 0. That 2 we have to take on number, real number line. After that what we have to do, less than 1, any one value substitute in this one, negative or positive identify. Less than 1, any value, 0 I will substitute, 0 minus 1 negative, 0 minus 4, this is also negative, negative into negative positive. Next 1 to 4, any one value substitute, 1 to 4. Okay, 2, if you substitute 2 minus 1 positive, 2 minus 4 negative, positive into negative, negative. Next greater than 4 you substitute, greater than 4, 5 you substitute, 5 minus 1 positive, 5 minus 4 positive, positive into positive, positive. Otherwise sometimes if you take this positive alternately positive, negative, positive, but it does not work always. Now so after that what they are asking, first condition is what? F of x greater than 0, means this expression when it is greater than 0, greater than 0 means positive. So here minus infinity is there, here what? Plus infinity is there. Means it is positive when x belongs to minus infinity to 1. Strictly greater than 0 is there. So that's why open interval. Union means combination 4 to infinity, 4 to infinity. Next second one is f of x greater than or equal to also 0. F of x when it is 0, when x equal to 1 it is 0, when x equal to 4 it is 0. So that's why, so x belongs to minus infinity to 1, closed interval, union closed interval 4 to infinity, because this one also we have to take, this one also we have to take, because here f of x equal to 0 also allows, right? Next third one, what is that? F of x less than 0. When f of x is less than 0, so here to here it is negative, less than 0 means negative. X belongs to open interval 1 to 4. X belongs to open interval 1 to 4. Next fourth one is f of x less than or equal to 0. When f of x is less than or equal to 0, so closed interval x belongs to closed interval 1 to 4. Equal to also means closed interval, and strictly less than means open interval we have to take, like this. Means once again listen here. First one, f of x greater than 0. Greater than 0 means positive. When it is positive, minus infinity to 1. Minus infinity to 1 means you can write x less than 1 also you can take x. So this one also you can write x less than 1, or x greater than 4 means here to infinity and minus infinity to 1. This is positive. And greater than or equal to means like this also you can write x less than or equal to 1, x greater than or equal to 4. It can also be written as what? Minus infinity to closed interval 1 union 4 to infinity. Next third one like this. So when it is negative 1 to 4 it is negative 1 to 4 means open interval less than 0 is there, no? means you can write 1 less than x less than 4 also. This one also you can write like this. Next, fourth one is less than or equal to also, means when function is 0, 1 and 2, means including 1 and 4, means 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. So x belongs to close interval 1 comma 4 is nothing but 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. 1 less than x less than 4 is nothing but x belongs to open interval 1 comma 4. And x less than or equal to 1, x greater than or equal to 4 is nothing but what? X belongs to minus infinity to 1 union 4 to infinity. And this is nothing but x belongs to minus infinity to open interval 1 union 4 to infinity. These two are same, these two are same, these two and these two also same. Like this, by using the sign scheme method, we have to find what when it is a function is greater than 0, less than 0, less than or equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0. Right? Now take the one more problem on this one. That is second one. F of x equal to, suppose they given x minus 1, x minus 3, x minus 5 they given. So here also when f of x greater than 0 and f of x greater than or equal to 0 and f of x less than 0. Fourth one is f of x less than or equal to 0. So here also, so critical points you observe and that three critical points you take on number line, real number line. So here x equal to 1 is the critical points. Here what? 3. Here 5. X equal to 1 you substitute, it becomes 0. X equal to 3, x equal to 5. Means on like that x axis. Now less than 1, any value substitute here. Less than 1 means 0 you substitute. 0 if you substitute, 0 minus 1, negative, 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 negative into negative into negative. So negative. So between 1 and 3 any value substitute, 2 you substitute, positive, this is negative and this is negative, positive into negative, positive. 3 to 5 any value substitute, 4 I will substitute, 4 minus 1 positive, 4 minus 3 positive and this is negative, positive, positive, negative, means negative. Next 5, greater than 5 you substitute, so positive, positive, positive. So these positive means positive. Otherwise right side you take, if you get positive, positive, negative, positive, negative, alternatively you have to take from the right side, like that if you take alternately. Now, so here if you take negative, positive, negative and positive like this, right? Now when it is the first one, f of x greater than 0, when it is positive, here to here, means x belongs to 1 to 3, or you can write x belongs to 1 to 3, also you can write 1 less than x less than 3, both are same only. Next second one, f of x greater than or equal to, means here also positive is there, no? 1 to 3, x belongs to 1 to 3 union 5 to infinity, 5 to infinity, or you can write it as 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3, or x greater than or equal to 5. So like this is also and this is also anything, means anyone you can take. Next f of x greater than, so here strictly greater than is there, greater than 5 you have to take. Next greater than or equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0 means x belongs to, in these, close interval 1 to 3 union close interval 5 to infinity, like this. Next third one, if you take f of x less than 0, f of x less than 0 means negative in this area, means x belongs to minus infinity to 1 union here to here 3 to 5, right? Next fourth one is f of x is less than or equal to 0, equal to also means these two also you can take, so close interval we have to take, means x belongs to minus infinity to 1 union close interval 3 to 5. So here close interval 3 to 5. For the infinity we can't take union, minus infinity and plus infinity we can't take closed interval, because that is infinity, we don't know exact value of that the infinity, right? So that's why always we have to take, it is approaches to which value we don't know, so only open interval we have to take. Next, so once again listen, so here f of x is greater than 0, when it is greater than 0, here positive, so that's why 1 to 3 and 5 to infinity. Next, greater than or equal to also means when function is equal to 0, that one also we have to consider. So that is close interval 1 to 3 and 5 to infinity. Next, f of x is less than 0 means when the function is negative. When it is negative, minus infinity to 1 and 3 to 5. And f of x less than or equal to 0 means negative and equal to 0 means that is what, minus infinity to 1 union close interval 3 to 5 in between these two means including 3 to 5 also. This is about the second problem. Next, take one more problem, that is f of x equal to x minus 1 x minus 3 divided by x minus 2. Suppose like this given, what we have to do? So it is also greater than 0, less than 0, greater than or equal to 0, less than or equal to 0. Here also we have to take critical points on number line. When this function is 0, 1, when this function is 0, 3, when this function denominator also, whenever x equal to 2, this function is does not exist. F of x equal to 0 and f of x does not exist also you take, that is 2, right? Now, but x is always not equal to 2, because if you take in this function, if x equal to 2, if you take something by 0, not defined. So x equal to 2 does not exist for this function, right? So that's why here open circle you take, we can't take that 2 value either greater than or equal to 0 or less than or equal to 0 or less than or greater than, right? Now after that we have to identify in this area behavior of given function, positive or negative. Less than 1, any one value substitute. 0, 0 means negative, here also negative and divided by negative means this is negative. Next, 1 to 2, any one value substitute, 1 to 2. So 1.5, positive, negative divided by positive means it is positive. Next, 2 to 3, any value, 2.5, positive, negative and positive, right? Positive 2.5, 2.5 minus 3 negative, 2.5 minus 2 positive means negative. So greater than 3, 4, 4 minus 1, positive 4 minus 3, positive 4 minus 2 divided by positive means this is positive, right? Now first one is f of x greater than 0. When this expression is greater than 0, what are the existence of x values for this function? So x is, when it is positive, 1 to 2 and 3 to infinity. So 1 to 2 union 3 to infinity. This union means this one plus this one. Next, this one 1 to 2 also you can take, or 3 to infinity also you take. This value is odd. This function, any value take, f of x is greater than 0. That is the meaning of union. Second one, f of x is greater than or equal to 0. X belongs to greater than or equal to. Equal to means this one also you have to take close interval, because x equal to 1, if you take this function is 0. Because f of x equal to 0 also, where f of x equal to 0, that value also we have to take. And you can't take closed interval here. Even f of x is greater than or equal to 0, because if you take x equal to 2, this function does not exist. So that's why what we have to take here, open interval we have to take. Union closed interval 3 to infinity, right? Next, so in these here or here, any value take, definitely f of x greater than or equal to 0 only. Next, third one, f of x is less than 0. Where it is negative, here negative and here negative means x belongs to minus infinity to 1 union 2 to 3, 2 to 3. Next, fourth one, f of x is less than or equal to 0. Less than or equal to 0 when it is negative, here and here means same, x belongs to minus infinity to close interval 1, because f of x equal to 1, this function is 0, that value is also we have to take. Union open interval 2 to close interval 3, because here x equal to 2, if you take denominator 0, something by 0, not defined, function is not defined. So that's why even f of x less than or equal to 0, here 2 we can't take. Like this we have to simplify. This is about the third one. Next, fourth one. F of x equal to, suppose they given 2 by x less than 3 given. 2 by x less than 3. What we have to do? So don't do the cross multiplication, because x is positive or negative we don't know. Suppose we know that one is, whenever inequalities they given, one is less than 2, right? If you multiply with minus, so minus 1 less than minus 2, is it true? It is false. So definitely inequality will change, right? Whenever if you take the reciprocal, so 1 by 1 less than 1 by 2, is it correct? No. So this inequality will change, right? So that's why here this x value negative or positive we don't know. So that's why if you multiply with x, so this inequality may change. So that's why what we have to do? Better you do like this. F of x equal to 2 by x minus 3 less than 0. Now after that 2 minus 3x by x less than 0. Like this you have to take. Now what are the critical points you take on real number line? So one is 0 and one more is 2 by 3, because 2 minus 3 into 2 by 3 get cancelled, 2 minus 2 equal to 0. This one, this factor is 0. So that's why that is also one of the critical point. After that, less than 0 any one value substitute. X equal to minus 1 I will substitute. So 2 minus 3 into minus 1 divided by minus 1, that is equal to 2 plus 5 by minus 2 plus 3 by minus 1. Negative or positive, that only we have to identify, not exact value. So it is negative, right? See, x equal to minus 1, minus or minus plus means it is positive divided by negative. Positive by negative, negative only. Next, between 2 and 3 means here if it is 2 by 3 means 0.6 something, no? So that's why 0.5 you substitute. X equal to 0.5, that is equal to 1 by 2 you substitute. 2 minus 3 into 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. So that is equal to 4 minus 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. It is a totally positive only or not? So it is a positive. Next, greater than 2 by 3. Greater than 2 by 3 means you can substitute x equal to 1. X equal to 1 if you substitute 2 minus 3 by 1, negative. So it is negative, right? Now, if you take like this, now it has negative in this area, positive is in this area, again negative is in this area. Now it is less than 0. Less than 0 means when it is exist, x belongs to minus infinity to 0 union 2 by 3 to infinity. Here or here any value substitute, this expression gives. Suppose one function, if it is in the form of x minus alpha into x minus beta. So whenever product of two linear factors are there, so you can do greater than 0, less than 0, direct method you can substitute, because later we will follow that one only. So no need to follow size scheme method whenever product of linear factors are there. So first one is suppose f of x equal to x minus alpha x minus beta equal to 0 is there. Equal to 0 means alpha comma beta are the roots of this equation. So therefore x equal to alpha, x equal to beta you will get. Next, second one, suppose x minus alpha x minus beta less than 0 is there. Whenever if alpha is less than beta, so alpha less than x less than beta you will get. Listen carefully. Alpha less than x less than beta, or x belongs to open interval alpha comma beta you will get. You take alpha less than beta, any value between alpha and beta, this is satisfies. For example, x minus 1 x minus 3 less than 0 is there. So 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. So here 1 less than x less than 3. Between these two, any value substitute in this one, that is gives less than 0 only. X equal to 2, 2 minus 1 positive, 2 minus 3 negative, positive negative equal to negative, like this, right? Next, suppose here and third one, f of x equal to this one less than or equal to there, x minus alpha x minus beta less than or equal to there. Here only less than 0. So here alpha less than or equal to x less than or equal to beta. If here also alpha less than beta means alpha is so beta is greater than alpha. Or you can write x belongs to closed interval alpha beta. And the fourth one is suppose x minus alpha x minus beta greater than 0 is there if alpha less than beta. So x is less than alpha or x is greater than beta you have to take. Or you can write like this also, x belongs to minus infinity to alpha union beta to infinity. Like this we have to take. Suppose like this is there, x minus alpha x minus beta greater than or equal to, here x less than or equal to alpha or x greater than or equal to beta. This can also be written as x belongs to minus infinity to alpha closed interval union closed interval beta to infinity whenever alpha is less than beta, right? So this is for what? Less than 0 condition, and this is for less than or equal to 0 condition, and this is for greater than 0 condition, and this is for greater than or equal to when. So given function is a product of two linear functions or factors are there, right? Next, this is the note 1. Note 2, this condition also important one in quadratic equation we will learn. So that is if ax square plus bx plus c quadratic equation greater than 0 for all x belongs to real number, or when it is greater than 0 if a greater than 0, discriminant b square minus 4ac less than 0. One quadratic equation always greater than 0 for all x belongs to real number, it is greater than 0 when a greater than 0, b square minus 4ac less than 0. So if you take the y equal to this one parabola you will get like this, right? Here a greater than 0, discriminant less than 0 you will get. And third one is ax square plus bx plus c less than 0 for all x belongs to real numbers. If a less than 0, discriminant b square minus 4ac less than 0. Here like this you will get, right? If you take the parabola, means quadratic expression greater than 0 for all x belongs to real number when a greater than 0, discriminant less than 0. One quadratic expression is less than 0 when a less than 0, discriminant less than 0 for all the real numbers. So these two also most important conditions, right? Next, we will find the domain of some fundamental functions, right? Listen, first one, domain of root of a square minus x square. So for this function, they are asking the domain of the function. What we have to do? We know that under root value always greater than or equal to 0. A square minus x square greater than or equal to 0. Right? Now it can be written as a square greater than or equal to x square. That implies modulus of one more step you take, x square less than or equal to a square. This can be written as mod x less than or equal to a. Whenever here a greater than 0. Now what we have to do? Minus a less than or equal to x less than or equal to a. From the modulus properties we know that minus a less than or equal to x less than or equal to a. Or you can write x belongs to closed interval minus a to a. This is our answer, right? Next, suppose they are asking domain of root of x square minus a square. So what we have to find? Here also we have x square minus a square greater than or equal to 0. X square greater than or equal to a square. Mod x greater than or equal to a. Mod x greater than or equal to a means x less than or equal to minus a, x greater than or equal to plus a, or x belongs to minus infinity to minus a, union a to infinity. So how we are getting these conditions means in already modulus function we completed. You go to that video once again, you see that video and observe that video and watch that video, then you are able to understand these problems. Next, third one, domain of, suppose they given 1 by root of a square minus x square, 1 by root of a square minus x square. So here under root value positive means non-negative, under root value non-negative means greater than or equal to 0, because this but it is in denominator, means what we have to take it as greater than 0 we have to take. Here also greater than 0, greater than 0, here also greater than 0, means this equal to 0. If you take equal to a minus a square minus a square 0, 1 by 0 not defined. So that's why what you will get here, only x belongs to open interval minus a to a, right? Now here also suppose they are asking domain of, this is third one and this is fourth one, domain of this one asking 1 by root of a square minus x square they given. So here 1 by is there, no? So here strictly greater than 0 we have to take. So that's why what we will get, this one x belongs to minus infinity to open interval minus a and a to infinity, like this happened, right? Here equal to we can't take, x square minus a square greater than 0, x square greater than a, mod x greater than a, x less than minus a, x greater than plus a, like this. Now here also same, x a square minus x square strictly greater than 0, not equal to 0, because it is in denominator. A square greater than x square less than a square, mod x less than a. Next, fifth one. Fifth one is domain of root of x minus a into x minus b whenever a less than b, like this they given. What we have to do, a less than b. So we have x minus a, x minus b greater than or equal to 0, under root value non-negative, greater than or equal to 0, right? Now x minus a, x minus b greater than or equal to 0, a less than b. Now only we take a note, x minus alpha, x minus beta greater than or equal to 0, means what we have to write, x less than or equal to a or x greater than or equal to beta whenever a less than b, right? Now suppose a greater than b, so just we have to, which one is the least one, here we have to take, which one is the greatest one, this one we have to take, that's it, right? Next, sixth one, domain of 1 by root of x minus a, x minus b whenever a less than b. So 1 by is there, means just what we have to write, x minus a, x minus b strictly greater than 0. That is nothing but x less than a or x greater than b. Next, seventh one, domain of root of x minus a into b minus x is there, x minus a into b minus x. Here also x minus a into b minus x greater than or equal to 0. Here x minus a is there. Here also take x minus b by multiplying minus x minus b. Whenever multiplying with minus, this greater than or equal to becomes what? Less than or equal to. Multiply with minus. So for this factor, so x minus a as it is, if you multiply minus with minus x minus b, here greater than or equal to becomes less than or equal to 0. Now x minus alpha, x minus, now you taken one note, whenever x minus alpha, x minus beta, when a less than b, or you can take a number line also, x minus a, x minus b less than or equal to 0. So a less than or equal to x less than or equal to beta, or you can write x belongs to closed interval a comma b also. Suppose if you take one example, if you want to take one example, they will give like this: domain of root of x minus 1 into x minus 5. So here 5 minus x. Now what we have to take? X minus 1 and 5 minus x greater than or equal to 0. Multiply with minus for this one. X minus 1, x minus 5 less than or equal to 0. Here 1 less than 5. So this is alpha, this is beta, a, b. So what we have to take? 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 5. That's it. This is nothing but what? This one. A less than or equal to x less than or equal to beta. So suppose a greater than beta means this here least value, here greatest value we have to take. That's it. Next one. Suppose 1 by the given domain of 1 by root of x minus a into b minus x the given. How to do? So here also x minus a into b minus x greater than 0, not equal to 0, because it is in denominator. Now multiply with minus x for the second factor. X minus a into x minus b less than 0. Less than 0 means a less than x less than b. That's it. Difference between these two is what? Here equal to allows, here equal to does not allows. Same example, if you take 1 less than x less than 5, right? Next. Suppose like this they given. Ninth one. Root of, find the domain of the function root of x minus a by x minus b. This is important one. So here also under root value x minus a by x minus b greater than or equal to 0. These two take, suppose here a less than b. So these two take a number line. Here a, here b, but b is in denominator. Now like this number line you take and simplify, you will get the answer, right? Or else you can follow like this also. So x minus a into x minus b by x minus b whole square. Can you write? Nothing but multiply and divide by x minus b. But for all the real numbers, it is positive only. Right? It is positive only. So therefore, this only positive or not, we have to observe. Right? Now for x value for all the real numbers exist for this one except x equal to b. Means here if you want you can take x not equal to b. Now here if x not equal to b, for all the values it is what? Positive only. Now it is positive or negative we have to identify. For that what we have to do? So x minus a, x minus b greater than or equal to 0 means this is positive only. So if it is positive, then this total is what? Positive. Once again listen. So for all the values of x except b, it is positive only. Means here x equal to b if you take, it is denominator. So when you will get greater than or equal to 0, when this is greater than or equal to 0, because already it is greater than 0. So that's why when it is greater than or equal to 0, when x less than or equal to a or x greater than or equal to b. Already we have seen when it is greater than or equal to 0, when x greater than or equal to a, x less than or equal to a, x greater than or equal to b. But here x not equal to b. That's why what we have to take x greater than b. That one is what most important condition we have to observe carefully here. So therefore, or you can write x belongs to minus infinity to a union open interval b to infinity. Right? Take one more example on this one. Suppose they given domain of root of x minus a by x b minus x whenever a less than b. Right? Here a is less than b. So here also x minus a by b minus x greater than or equal to 0. Here also multiply and divide by b minus x divided by b minus x whole square. It is greater than or equal to 0. Now here x not equal to b except this value. For all the values of real number, it is greater than or equal to 0 only or not. So if it is this total expression is greater than or equal to 0, means already this is greater than or equal to 0 except this value. But when it is greater than or equal to 0, if you observe, then this expression is greater than or equal to 0, you have to observe. And second is that, so except b denominator is greater than or equal to 0. If it is greater than or equal to 0, then this expression, total expression is greater than or equal to 0. For that, when this is greater than or equal to 0, that one you have to observe. Now, for that, just you multiply here, x minus a is there, x minus b is there. So you can write it as x minus a and x minus b divided by b minus x whole square. So if you multiply with minus, what you will get here? Less than or equal to 0, right? Now here, when it is less than or equal to b, see, already this is greater than or equal to 0 except this factor. Means when it is less than or equal to 0, then only this total expression what will get? Less than or equal to 0. So when this expression is less than or equal to 0, numerator is less than or equal to 0, a less than or equal to x, less than or equal to b. But here x not equal to b. So that's why you have to remove x equal to b from this one. Or you can write x belongs to closed interval a to open interval b. Once again is the what we have to take? It is greater than or equal to 0. Multiply and divide by b minus x. Right? Now, after multiplication, b minus x for any value of x, it is greater than or equal to 0 only, except x equal to b. Right? Next, but here x minus b, if you want, multiply with minus. So x minus a, x minus b. Greater than or equal to b, 0 becomes less than or equal to 0. Now, when this total less than or equal to 0, either this one negative or this one negative. If this is positive, this is negative, this is expression negative, less than or equal to 0 you will get. Suppose this is positive, this is negative, expression is less than or equal to 0. But already we know that here square is there. It does not allows negative values. So that's why definitely numerator only less than or equal to 0. So that's why when this expression less than or equal to 0, when a less than or equal to x, less than or equal to b. But here already x not equal to b. X equal to b, if you take denominator becomes 0. So that's why you have to eliminate x equal to b. So that's why x belongs to closed interval a to b. Like that carefully you have to do. Suppose a greater than b also they given. Same thing we have to follow. But so here least value, here greatest value we have to take. Right? So this is about the domain of these two types of functions. And suppose like this they given. Tenth one, domain of log of a square minus x square they given. So how to find? We know that log x to the base a means this is greater than 0. So x greater than 0 means in place of x what is there? A square minus x square. So we have a square minus x square greater than 0. After that same procedure, what the procedure we followed for the previous conditions, previous problem, same thing. A square greater than x square. That implies x square less than a square. Mod x less than a. A square greater than x square. Mod x square less than a square. X square less than a square. Mod x less than a. Means minus a less than x less than a. In these two, any value substitute, this is exist. For example, if you take one example, log of 36 minus x square. So if you simplify according to this one, minus 6 less than x less than 6. So if you substitute minus 5, so what will you get? Minus 5 square, positive value only you will get. So plus 5, positive value only you will get. But other than these two, suppose 7 you substitute, log of negative value does not help this. Like this we have to take, right? Next, suppose here they given domain of log of x square minus a square given. Here also what we have to take? X square minus a square greater than 0 and x square greater than a square. Mod x greater than a. Mod x greater than a means x less than minus a or x greater than plus a. Like this we have to do. Suppose in place of this one they given x minus a into x minus b. So x minus a into x minus b means here also what we have to take? X minus a into x minus b greater than 0. whenever a less than b given. Means here a less than b. A less than b means x less than a or x greater than b. Like this we have to follow. Suppose they given here x minus a into b minus x. Here log of x minus a into b minus x is there. X minus a into b minus x greater than 0. So x minus a into x minus b. So multiply with minus less than 0. So x minus a into x minus b less than 0 means a less than x less than b. So whenever what a less than b, like this we have to follow for finding the domain of the given function whenever in terms of log of the given, right? Now take one important note. This is the most important note. Suppose the given root of log of f of x to the base g of x, they given. So how to take the means for finding the domain of this function, what are the conditions? These are the most important conditions. Listen carefully, because so whenever they given root of log of in place of f of x any condition given, or in place of g of x any function they given, how to simplify this one, right? We know that. So whenever they already in logarithmic function we learn like this, log x to the base a greater than log y to the base a. So by this one we taken some conditions: x greater than y whenever a greater than 1, x less than y whenever 0 less than a less than 1. Suppose log x to the base a greater than k is there. So what are the conditions? X greater than k when a greater than 1, x less than k whenever 0 less than a less than 1. By these conditions we have to take this one. Suppose less than is there means less than a greater than 1, so greater than 0 less than a less than 1. Now see here, we know that under root value always greater than or equal to 0. First one, that is the first condition. So first condition is log of f of x to the base g of x greater than or equal to 0. Under root value always greater than or equal to 0. That is the first condition by the under root expression. First condition, rules for the domain we taken. Next what, log of is there means this function definitely it is greater than 0, and g of x also greater than 0, g of x not equal to 1. So whenever log of f of x means f of x greater than 0, g of x greater than 0, and g of x is what, not equal to 1. So like this some conditions we taken according to the logarithmic function and under root values. Now see here, whenever log of x to the base a, log x to the base a greater than or equal to k means x greater than or equal to a power k when a power k when a greater than 1. So by that one again what we have to take here from this one, two conditions. Suppose f of x greater than or equal to g of x whole power 0, that implies f of x greater than or equal to 1 when this one g of x is greater than or equal to 1, right? If g of x is greater than or equal to 1, once you see f of x greater than or equal to g of x whole power 0, that implies f of x greater than or equal to 1 when g of x is greater than or equal to 1. We taken one like this, log x to the base a greater than k equal to x greater than a power k when a greater than 1. In place of a, what is there? G of x. G of x is greater than 1. G of x is greater than 1. So then f of x greater than or equal to 1. Right? Next, B condition. So f of x less than or equal to g of x whole power 0. That implies f of x is less than or equal to 1 when g of x is, so x is less than a power k when 0 less than a less than 1. By that condition 0 less than g of x less than 1. So this is the second condition, right? Already, so here f of x greater than 0 is there. F of x greater than 0 means this can be written as 0 less than f of x less than or equal to 1, 0 less than g of x less than 1. So these are the two conditions, most important conditions. So once again listen. So by these two conditions, first one and this is second one, log x to the base a less than k. So x less than a power k when a greater than 1, and x greater than a power k when 0 less than a less than 1. By these two conditions. Here inequality does not change when a greater than 1. Inequality will change when 0 less than a less than 1. Here also inequality does not change when a greater than 1. If a is 0 to 1, then inequality will change, right? Now by that only we taken first under root value greater than or equal to 0, that one you taken. And also log of is there means definitely what here g of x not equal to 1. So that's why g of x greater than 1 you taken. And g of x also what? Here g of x greater than 0, g of x not equal to 1. So by these two, so after that this is inequality, greater than, here equal to not there, here equal to also there. So in place of x, f of x is there, in place of a, g of x is there, f of x greater than or equal to g of 0, in place of k 0 is there. So that's why g of x whole to the power of 0, this is becomes 1. So that's why f of x greater than or equal to 1. F of x greater than or equal to 1. So this condition you taken means definitely this base g of x is what? Greater than 1. So that's why this is g of x greater than 1. Next one, suppose f of x less than or equal to g of x whole power 0. When g of x inequality will change whenever this base 0 to 1. So base is 0 to 1. So f of x less than or equal to g of 0 means f of x less than or equal to 1. So, but f of x less than or equal to 1 means f of x does not allow negative values, because here f of x, log of f of x is there, f of x is positive only. So that's why 0 less than f of x less than or equal to 1. So these two are most important conditions. Okay, right. So these are the rules for finding the domain of the different types of functions, right? And some elementary functions, how to find the domain of the functions also we discussed. Okay, no, right? So don't forget to subscribe our channel. You what? DSR Maths IIT JEE. Okay, no, thank you.